Bench starts now. Brought to you by Helena Agri.
That's right. Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader, here on this Wednesday, September 3rd. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Happy hump day here on this lovely afternoon here on 1430 ESPN. 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Central Valley's sports leader. Pleased to be here. Pleased to be bringing you 2 hours of content today before we send it out to Colorado for a game that has a lot of juice. How about last night? We'll get into that in terms of the Giants and the Rockies. We'll talk about all things kind of coming up in sports as well. Big week of sports, folks. Big week of sports. It is football, NFL. We are a little over 24 hours away from the NFL getting going, including that big game against Dallas and Philly, airing right here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, 5 p.m. tomorrow. Can't wait. Let's dive into it here soon with our show. But first, big thanks to Tony D, who took us up to this hour here. Tony D's show, the Sportsline Bulldog Hour with Tony D from 2 to 3 p.m. on 1430 ESPN. Good to have him always on here and getting you prepped for the Bulldogs in their pursuit of another victory this week against Oregon State and other Bulldog happenings beyond as well. You can listen to his show live on demand on the 1430 app or 1430ESPNFresno.com. That's where you can go and check it out in terms of that. Also, you can check out my show, Behind the Bench, on 1430 ESPN Fresno. And you can also check out Paul Metter's show, the Central Valley Sports Report, live from 10 a.m. to noon on 1430 ESPN Fresno. By the way, 10 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. Every Saturday live from First String Sports. We're also live in some other capacities as well, including the video portion of our show. You want to watch that, see the faces behind the voices that you listen to on the radio, you can check it out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, ESPN Fresno, where you see it. Hello to the video audience out there. Good to see you. Good to have you. Be sure to like and subscribe and all things that we have in terms of our video portion of our show. Be sure to check it out today. Also, got our sponsors to get to, including Lee's Air Plumbing, Heating, and Roofing. Lee's Air sponsoring the Lee's Air Hotline. That's right, 559-320-1430. The way to reach us, 559-320-1430. The way to reach our show here and every day in the studio. So if you have something to say, get yourself in on the show here. Conversation, be part of the conversation. Once again, 559-320-1430. Easy to remember for everyone out there. Let's do a little Lee's Air weather check. And I made a bold proclamation yesterday. I'm still hoping it can stay true. I thought yesterday might have been the last day of hundreds. Is it really 100 degrees if it touches it for like 20 minutes? I'm keeping your mic off. I know you're going to talk smack. I'm kidding. Here we go. All right. I'll turn it up. You want to talk? Go ahead, Jorge.
It's 100 degrees. What are you talking about?
I got 99 on my dial here. 99. 99. And that's not 100. So.
Just because yours says it's not.
What does yours say? Where are you getting your sources?
Let's see.
Is it from the fake weather news people?
Yeah, the fake one.
The fake one? The people who misinform and.
It says high of 100.
That's a high. Is it actually 100 yet?
Well, it's not a high yet.
Well, they're semantics. That's what it is.
It's 99 right now.
Yeah, exactly. Talk to me when it's 100 degrees. 99, we're perfect. We're sailing. Anyways, we're going to get into this argument. I'm sure we are. But I'll say this. We're not going to see 100-degree temperatures the rest of the year. No, see you later. By the way,
I don't know about that.
Rest of the year, goodbye. No more hundreds.
I mean, it'd be good because my electricity bill is...
We're dying. Everybody's
way
dying.
Too high.
I was dying in terms of that as well. Okay. Hello, Jorge. By the way, Jorge producing in the show. One of our folks in the producing side of things. Jorge, good to hear from you. How are we doing on this Wednesday afternoon?
Doing good. It's a Wednesday. It's a hump day, so...
Yeah.
It's middle of the week, and it doesn't feel like it because I feel like I missed a day, but yeah.
We got Chloe in here as well. Chloe, how are we doing on this Wednesday?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. Good to have you in on the show. How you been?
I've been great. Super busy, but, doing what I love.
You have a good Labor Day weekend? We haven't checked in with you since the Labor Day weekend.
I had a great Labor Day weekend. I cooled off at the beach.
Okay.
But actually, it was kind of hot over there.
Complaining at the beach? Come on.
I mean, I was still at the beach. It was amazing.
Okay.
I ate lots of good food.
All right.
Too hot to go to the beach.
What's too hot for the beach? What is that?
I don't know.
Is that 80?
I never seen that. I never had that before.
I'm talking like I was walking and sweating at the beach.
Okay. That's fine.
That doesn't happen.
That's not supposed to happen? I think the sunlight and everything, you're supposed to...
But you're at the beach, so...
Beach activities? I don't know. All right. We may need to dive into this a little bit more, but we'll get into it later. We got things to get to in our show, of course, and can't wait to get into it. What do we got on the slate for you? We're gonna have a good show for you today. We're gonna have fun with some of the Fresno State talk, including I'm gonna gamify it a little bit ahead of this game, ahead of this Oregon State game. We're gonna pick 5 different impact players. We're gonna draft them, so be prepared. You might have your player picked from you. If you have some in mind. So, but that's going to be in the second hour. We're going to do some talk about baseball. Who'd have figured? Baseball last night had some juicy storylines in terms of that last night. Dive into that. I'm going to impromptu do something here. We're going to talk Super Bowl predictions, MVP predictions here on the show today. I think we'll dive into that today because this is the last day of the regular season. And last day we get to do something like that. And I think like preseason, so the regular season starts tomorrow. And so I figured, why not? This is our time. And maybe we pick our playoff teams today as well. Is that feels like something we could do here in this hour? I think that's something we could do.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna start writing some predictions down in terms of that. We'll do some spread stuff, daily spread. And then I want to do a closer look. We have 3 days here before we send it off to the weekend, so we have 3 games to talk about specifically and locking it down. I want to talk the Niners game against the Seahawks. I think it's the most compelling game of the 3 we have on our family networks. The game is going to be on 14:30. Niners, Seahawks. What are we looking for in this one? What is it going to look like in terms of the game against Seattle? How big is this for the Niners versus how big is this for the Seahawks? We'll dive into that, I would say, in the 4 o'clock hour. So going to be revolving around a lot of football here today, talking about everything coming up as well. Of course, we take you up to Giants pregame, 5:10 against the Colorado Rockies, over on 790 tonight. It's the FPU Sunbird Sports Show. Paul Metters is going to be on 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Talking FPU Sunbirds Sports as well. So buckle in, folks. Should be a good one. 2 hours, man. They fly. They fly every time we have a 2-hour show, I feel like. Sometimes I feel like getting in the rhythm of a 2-hour show. You never quite get there in terms of it. But let's start off with last night's news, last night's action. And I would say it's a sports story brought to you by Valley Pure. We were hearing it. We were still in the office before we were leaving last night. Jorge and I were still chilling out here. And I was hearing Joe Rizzo start to describe what was going on in the first inning. Unfortunately, we don't have the playback of the call, but Rafi Devers, 8 pitches into Kyle Freeland's start, takes him deep, hits a home run. It's a tank shot, let me tell you. Colorado balls in Colorado, they fly deep. And it was a deep shot to right field. Devers looked at it for a little bit. Not like the crazy, most egregious look at it in terms of home run shots I've ever seen. He goes slow around the bases, and before he even gets to first, Kyle Freeland's dropping some expletives to the guy, to Rafi Devers. And Rafi was getting fired up right back at him. And from then on there, the Giants reacted. Matt Chapman came in, shoving Kyle Freeland. Willie Adames looked like he wanted to throw a punch. And sure enough, Freeland, Adames, Chapman, all out of the game. Giants still win, despite the craziness of 8 pitches into a ball game. Giants leading 2-0. But that was it wasn't a full-out crazy brawl. We haven't seen one of those in some form or fashion. But I'm telling you, there's some juice there with last night's action. I found it fun.
Yeah, the pitcher went out throwing 8 pitches and no strikes.
Yeah.
So it just felt like, I don't know, like it was unnecessary. Because he didn't stare at him too long. It didn't feel like he disrespected him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, besides the home run. But
what's the proper time to leave the batter's box? Is there a certain time, or was Freeland just so mad after 8 pitches he just put it in his mind? He's like, you can't. You were looking, because I'm imagining if you're a pitcher on the mound and sitting there and you get mad about that situation, you feel like time's so slow because you gave up one of the biggest home runs one of the longest home runs you've seen.
And you heard that. And
it was loud.
It was loud. I heard it on the radio loud.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe he was already pissed off. Maybe he just didn't want to see it or hear it from anybody. So he went at him, and Ralphie went back at him.
Who do you generally blame in these situations? Do you feel like the pitcher overreacts, or do you feel like the batter should move along?
This situation, definitely the pitcher.
Yeah.
This situation, because it just didn't feel like it was necessary for him to jab at him.
Uh-huh.
He could turn around, just go back to his business, and be ready for the next guy. But he didn't. He just stared right back at him and then started, saying things. So he, if you say something to me, I'm going to say something back. So that's where it starts.
Chloe, where do you stand on the unwritten baseball rules, per se, of that, where a guy wants to admire his home run just for a little bit, and the pitcher tells you to move along? Who is more sensitive in the situation? Do you feel like it's always the pitcher? I always feel like it's the pitcher that's too sensitive in the situation.
Probably the pitcher. I mean, the guy was just really trying to take in a moment, I guess. Yeah. But no, I feel like they, in general, are taking this way too seriously. It shouldn't have escalated that. I'm trying
to think of you've done gymnastics. You did D1 gymnastics, right? I'm trying to think. You stick a landing, and you just stick it for a little bit longer. You admire the fact that you stuck it, and some girl's like, all right, move along. I want to come up next.
Yeah, that's crazy. That definitely would never happen.
Yeah.
It's definitely not that serious.
I know. But some people feel like it could get that serious in any sport in terms of that. But
yeah, but I also feel like there was some pent up aggression with the Giants there, because they came out quick.
Well, let's be honest.
Not pushing.
The Rockies got to be frustrated. That was their 100th loss, and we're in the start of September. That was their 100th loss of the season.
What is it? Their magic number? Somebody said that yesterday. Their magic number is 6 or 7?
I think they're down to 6 or 5. They need to win 5 or 6 more to avoid the worst record in baseball history. So they just need to find 5 or 6 more wins in this month. But good on the Giants, man. What I really like, and some people were like, man, Chapman shouldn't have gotten involved. Adames shouldn't have gotten involved. I like that they got involved. I'm telling you, this was the life I was kind of looking for from this Giants team the last month and a half. I was like, where's the leadership? Where's anybody who's trying to fire anybody up? In terms of seeing those guys go out and say, hey, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to protect my guy. Don't get in my guy's face. He hit the home run off of you. Accept that. Make sure you take accountability of that. And if you're going to get mad at him, we're going to get mad at you. I like the response, and it worked well because they won. It wouldn't have been as good if the Giants kind of blew that game last night. But I really enjoy that Chapman and Adames came up. That's leadership, man. That's what I've been looking for how many months, right? Where are those guys when they were doing that in August and July, right?
Last month, last 2 months. It feels like it's a little bit too late now.
That's the next question. Do you feel like this is too little, too late of caring about the season? They're 4.5 back. They win tonight. They're 4 back because the Mets have already lost today. Do you feel like it's too little, too late for this Giants team? Or are we caring a little?
I mean, mathematically, we're still on, but it just the way everybody seems to be playing right now, it feels like there's a chance because everybody else is losing.
Yeah.
But if they start winning, I mean, there's no catching them.
I know. And then part of this season is so weird because the Giants have such a strange schedule where they wrap up with Colorado they got 4 more games with Colorado. You would chalk it up as like a 3-1 record at the very least. St. Louis, who's been kind of fading pretty much the last month and a half as well. They've been doing the Giants thing for the last month and a half, but they haven't really figured it out. They play St. Louis. Then they have them the final week of the year as well. 4-2, you take it. I think realistically the Giants have to go 5-1 against them. Diamondbacks right behind you as well in that same territory. 4-2, 5-1, and then beating the Dodgers. That's what you got to do. They got 7 of those games left, too, with the LA Dodgers. So what's the formula for the Giants? What do they got to do in the month of September? Jorge, do they got to hit 20 wins? Is that something that'll get them over the hump into a playoff spot if they want to catch the Mets?
I think so. I think
it's
so.
20 the magic number.
They have to.
They're already at 2 this month.
They can't lose any more series.
Yeah.
They have to at least, win the series. You don't have to sweep them, but you have to win them.
Yeah.
And if that happens, and some numbers that this guy's, the Dodgers and the Padres keep losing, that will help you out. I mean, the Mets, they're not, I think they lost today, right?
The Mets did already lose, yeah, to the Tigers.
So I mean, that's helping you out right there.
Yeah.
It's just, if for whatever reason those teams, just turn it around and start winning, you're gonna have to, do something else. But I don't know. It feels like you could make it, but it's not going to be easy.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 19, 22, 25 games left on the year. So 19-6? Does that get you to the playoffs?
You could only lose 6.
You only have 6 to lose.
Okay.
Is that remotely possible for this team?
I want to say yes, but at the same time,
the fact that I'm entertaining this, by the way, after declaring him dead in July, is insane to me. But you know what? We got to talk content here, and the Giants, man, I don't know. And then even if they get to the playoffs, what are we going to do there in terms of that? They got to go.
You know what? In 2010, it felt like I was 2010 or 2012.
2010. They were the stat.
Yeah.
I saw the stat.
Yeah.
You're talking about it. They were 6 games back, same position as they were in the wild card against the Padres. The only problem is they were 6 games back of only the Padres. They're 6 games back, and they have to leapfrog the Reds, and they have to beat the Mets. They have to beat 2 teams and hope 2 teams lose, and instead of the Padres, who would need to lose in the 2010 playoff race. All right, 6 losses. Where are we going to find them? Do we go 2-1 against the Cardinals this weekend? Is that what we're counting? So that's 1.
That could happen, yeah.
Are we going 2-1 against the Snakes in San Francisco?
Yeah, that could happen.
Are we going to try to win 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers?
Yep.
2 out of 3 against the Diamondbacks on the road?
I feel like, yeah, we have to.
2-2 against the Dodgers in L.A.? I'm at 6 losses already.
You can't go 2-2.
You got to go 3-1.
You got to go 3-1.
And then you got to go 5-6 in the final homestand against the Cardinals and the Rockies. So we sweep the Rockies, 1 loss to the Cardinals.
Yeah,
win every series.
You have to.
You got to win every
series and sweep 1.
By the way, I'm counting the fact that they didn't win tonight for that to be even for 6 losses to be remotely possible.
I mean, there's a chance, and that's all I could say.
You're saying there's a chance. What do the Mets have left? Is it tough? Wow, Cincinnati's okay. This is a problem for the Giants because the Mets have Cincy, so those teams cancel each other out in terms of the Giants climbing over them. It's a 3-game series. You would kind of hope that Cincinnati would beat 2 out of 3, I think, in order for the Giants to keep rolling. Then you hope the Mets sweep or the Phillies sweep the Mets. Mets still have the Rangers. Rangers are playing good baseball. Mets have the Padres, who they could lose to. Nationals will be an easy team. Mets have the Cubs, and then they go to Miami. So I'm not to gain 4 games on the Mets in that stretch. I think that's a possibility. But what I'm asking the Giants to do is go 5-2 against the Dodgers. There, that's the only caveat. And I don't know if they can go 5-2 against the Dodgers down the stretch.
It's I feel like the Giants put themselves in this position, and it just feels like it's unreachable. It feels like it's unreachable.
So you're quitting on it, Jorge. You're quitting on the pipe dream.
No, I'm still in there.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure it
All
out,
right.
but I mean, mathematically, we're still in it. So we're gonna fight until there's no more.
Is there any reality to what I'm saying, Chloe, or do you think I'm just giving pipe dreams to the Giants fans here? Yeah, I know you're
long shot.
Long shot. Where were the Giants' odds of making the playoffs? Do we got a percentage? I had
Right now, or
yeah, I want to see the percentage here real quick. CBS Sports does a really good job of showing the percentage of chance of making the playoffs. They give them a 5.8% chance of making the playoffs.
Take that bet.
You take that bet?
I'll take that bet.
All right. Plenty to get to in today's show, and we'll get to it pretty soon here. But we're going to talk a lot of different sports here coming up next. But first, let me tell you, folks, this is what we got on the docket. The NFL is here. Week 1 starts tomorrow. Week 1 is your shot to play free and stack a $1 million cash bag with DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL. Here's how. You download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, DraftKings' easiest way to play fantasy. Enter for free and pick more or less on 6-player stats for Week 1. They already got a gimme pick with Dak Prescott. You pair that with a couple other things, like I did Saquon's rushing yards higher. I also did higher on CD Lamb's receiving yards. I think it'll be a lot of offense tomorrow night. Share your link with friends to add more cash to the bag and get bonus shots to win. Hit all picks, 6 picks. You'll be splitting a bag that's already at $1 million or more. Download DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use code KFIG. That's code KFIG. Opt in for free. Start stacking entries for NFL Week 1. Zero cost, huge upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. Must claim token for free entry in Bag Builder contest. Only perfect entries earn share of cash prize. Tokens are single use and expire September 8th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Welcome to Banyan Tree, Fresno's favorite dispensary. Voted 2025's Best of Central California's People's Choice Award. Need some healing and relaxation? From flower to edibles, concentrate to vapes, we've got top shelf products at down-to-earth prices. Whether you're a seasoned smoker or just kinda curious, our knowledgeable staff will help you find your perfect match. So climb the Banyan Tree and see how high you can get today. Order ahead at banyantreefresno.com for quick and easy pickup. Banyan Tree, rooted in quality, grown in Fresno.
Building a new warehouse? Adding on to your existing warehouse for more space? The boys from Fresno Rack and Shelving can help, because that's what they do. Fresno Rack's design department can help optimize your warehouse storage capabilities and increase your productivity with a large local stock of pallet racking, industrial parts shelving, in-house permitting, and installation departments. Fresno Rack and Shelving is the choice for you. Call or visit FresnoRack.com today.
It was 106 degrees. The Johnsons were sweating, and their AC, dead silent. But 2 doors down, the Millers, cool and comfortable. Why? They called Lee's Air for a $99 AC maintenance before summer started. We catch problems before they catch you. Don't sweat the heat. Beat it. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. Fast, friendly, guaranteed. Call now or schedule at leesair.com.
Hey Bulldog fans, Lynn's Restaurant Group, a proud partner of Fresno State Athletics, has launched a brand new app. With over 8 locations like J-Pot, Ramen Hayashi, and Hino Oishi, the app brings all your favorites together in one place. Order ahead, skip the wait, and earn rewards every time you dine. Whether it's game night or family night, the app has you covered. New members even score $5 in LRG credit just for signing up. Download the Lynn's Restaurant Group app today and start earning with every visit. Go Dogs!
Fall has arrived at Patrick James, where style meets tradition. Come in and see the latest items from the brands you love. Peter Millar, Robert Graham, Faraday, and True Grit, just to name a few. Stop by and experience our brand new Shop in Shops, featuring Johnny O and the very first Martin Dingman shop west of the Rockies. Discover finely crafted apparel, exceptional service, and a locally owned store that's been serving the Valley for generations. Patrick James, where looking your best begins this fall.
Hustle up, we've got 8 more floors to go before lunch.
Sarusha's window washing business is reaching new heights.
Wipe, and let's roll.
They need more certified cleaners to keep online reviews crystal clear.
Team, I know we're hustling, but watch for streaks. Candace, can you give me a hand over here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
For over 60 years, we at DeBudo Defendants Insurance, a multi-generational and family-owned company, have proudly provided high-quality risk management and insurance solutions to local businesses. Thanks to the incredible work and personal touch our insurance professionals provide our clients, DeBudo and Defendus has been named Central Valley's best property and casualty insurance company for 9 years running. Visit DIBU.com and get the business insurance you need today.
License number 0E02096.
Jose, how much longer till this dough's ready?
No one can bake gluten-free vegan goodies better than Surrey.
Wait, both Jim and Marion's last days are the same day?
But he needs to whip up a new shift lead without interviews burning his time.
Gotta get interviewing before my calendar is cooked. Oh,
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard, so you can stay organized and connected all the way to the hire. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader, here in this first hour here. Wow, we're already halfway through that first segment. Big one for us. Good to have you guys here, Jorge, Chloe, here for us today, and we're just diving into football. We love football. We talk about football all the time here, and it feels like I haven't talked about football all the time here. We had the whole summer. It was baseball and other fun stuff. Chloe, just be glad you didn't have to do the 50 states in 50 days trivia all summer. Did you do one of those? Did you do one of those or no?
I was here for one, but I didn't do anything in it.
Okay, all right, yeah. No, that was Jorge wakes up in cold sweats thinking about 50 states in 50 days.
I did great. I did great in that.
Maybe Tanvir does.
Yeah, both Tanvir.
Yeah. So, anyways. All right. I want to do this officially. We are a day before the NFL season kicking off, so this is where we put our money to our mouth in terms of the predictions. And so one of the things I want to do here is let's take this opportunity now to pick our playoff teams and our Super Bowl predictions. We're putting it on live right now on the air here because let's just make it happen. This is what we're going to do. This is going to be the Daily Spread brought to you by Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino. Remember, they got deal and dine on table games. You ready to deal and dine? Buy in $200 at any table game and play for an hour to receive a free California Market buffet meal. They do that every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Be sure to stop by Chukchansi Gold Resort and Casino today. Your Daily Spread. And we're taking a look at some of the odds, the Super Bowl odds, and I'll just read some of the top 10 teams in the Super Bowl odds category according to ESPN. Here's what we got. Tied at the top to win the Super Bowl right now, Philadelphia and Baltimore. They're plus 650 to win the Super Bowl. Buffalo at a plus 700 to win the Super Bowl. Chiefs are at plus 750, and then you go into your 10-1s and beyond. Lions are the 10-1 odds. They got the fifth best odds here. Packers at 14-1, Commanders 18-1, Bengals at 18-1, Niners 20-1 to win the Super Bowl, Rams at 20-1 to win the Super Bowl. And then maybe, how about some action? Maybe you got the Vikings at 25-1, Texans 25-1. Then I think I'm kind of hitting the threshold of some longer shots. 30-1 Broncos. Anybody? 30-1 Chargers. Bucks 30-1. And the Bears, wow, they're 30-1. That's a little crazy. All right. So that's what we got for you. We're going to go around the horn here for this segment. We're going to go quick. Nothing crazy. We're going to pick our playoff teams. And so you need to pick 7 teams per conference in terms of who you think is going to be good this year and able to make the playoffs. Be sure to pick 4 division winners and 3 wild cards in terms of that. Are you guys ready? Ready to do this? Ready to cycle around?
Let's go.
We'll go me, we'll go Jorge, we'll go Chloe. Does that work? All right. And I'm going to start. We'll start in the AFC. Does that work for everybody? We'll start in the AFC. My number 1 seed, I have the Baltimore Ravens. I've proclaimed how good they can be. I have them in my top of the power rankings in my Phil's best, Benotti's best in terms of that. I've said a lot of what I said. I think the Ravens are going to have a really good time this year. Jorge, who do you have as the AFC 1 seed?
I have the Bills.
Buffalo.
1. Yep.
All right. You like it?
Oh, yeah. I think they, Josh Allen's going to have a good season here. I think it's probably going to be another MVP season, but we'll see.
Okay. Chloe, what do you got at the number 2 seed? Or number 1 seed, excuse me.
I'll go with the Chiefs.
Chiefs! Oh, boy. Why do you like the Chiefs?
I don't like the Chiefs, but...
I understand why you don't like the Chiefs, but why do you think they are going to be very good this year?
Because they've been consistent. They've had consistent runs, so I gotta keep going with it.
They are
unfortunately
inevitable. Is that where you're at? Is that how you're feeling?
Yeah.
All right, my number 2 seed in the AFC, I'm going to go Buffalo. That's what I got. Buffalo's number 2 for the reasons you like, Jorge. Excited to see what this team looks like, but I'm going to officially, with ink, put in Buffalo as my number 2 team.
For my number 2, I'm going to put the Ravens. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do a switcheroo.
We'll do a little switcheroo here.
Yeah, so I think they're just a complete team that's just like maybe just missing one piece or maybe just, I don't know. It just feels like they're missing something. I don't know what it is, but they're definitely, very complete.
All right. Chloe, what do you got at number 2?
Am I also able to put the Bills?
You can put the Bills, yeah.
I'm going to put the Bills. I've been paying attention to them. I like them.
You've been paying attention, and you like them. We like that. Number 3, I've got the Chiefs here. I've got the Chiefs here at number 3.
I got the Chiefs also.
Yeah. They're inevitable. Like Chloe said, they're good until they're not, and we're going to find out if they can stay good. And we'll see. Mahomes was a little bit of struggle busing last year in terms of the statistical category, but they kept winning. They're hard to beat. So, Chloe, what do you got in the 3?
I have the Ravens.
Okay, so we're just cycling around the 3 teams.
Well, they're the best teams in there.
Is this like the modern era, and Jorge would more know about this than I do, or than maybe Chloe? It's a little past Chloe's era, but this is like Manning, Roethlisberger, Brady. Is this like this era of it?
Pretty much.
In the same conference?
The Colts,
Steelers, and the Patriots.
And the Patriots,
yeah kind of like that in terms of it. A little occasional Rivers.
Rivers or Flacco.
Flacco. But I don't even count Flacco in that era because Flacco didn't get drafted as the same year.
He would show up, though.
Yeah, he would show up. Number 4. I'm going my first big weird pick. This has to be my AFC South team.
Weird pick?
AFC South division winner. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay. All right.
I have to pick. They have to be the 4 seed. They win the AFC South. That's why I put them here at the 4. I don't think they're as good as other teams I will have in this playoff rank, but I have to put them 4 because I think they're winning the AFC South over the Texans, winning in the last week of the year, getting it clinched. How about that?
I'm going Texans. I think they're well coached and they have a good quarterback. I just feel like they have better weapons than the Jaguars, and they feel like they could, get the 4 seed.
I think there's a luck factor with the Jaguars. That's why I put them there. I think they lost a lot of one score games last year. Something tells me luck changes, and you grab a few more of those, they can get to 8-9 wins. I think that's all it takes to win that AFC South. I think the Jags do it. What about you, Chloe?
For my South, I'm also going Texans.
Okay. So you guys like the Texans, the stability of it, but the lack of flashiness with the Texans. That's where I said nothing excites me about the Texans.
Yeah, but also they're not Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm telling you, the Jaguars are infinitely more interesting to watch than the Houston Texans, in my opinion.
You know what? I haven't seen them this season.
Is there not more a player that I'm more excited to see than Travis Hunter play football in this NFL?
Okay, Travis Hunter, yes, but that's about it because everybody else is. I mean, I don't know what else they have. I mean, yeah,
who are the Texans throwing out of their weapons in terms of the running back? Jorge, I think they'll try you out in the 3 weeks for the running back position. The way they're going through running backs right now, who they don't have Joe Mixon. Like Joe Mixon's out for the year. I know it's not reported. It's going to happen. It looks so bad for Joe Mixon this year.
He'll be all right.
And if that team can't run the ball, they're going to have to pass. And if they can't pass protect, they're not going to be able to pass because they can't do anything in terms of going up against all those defenses. That's why. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just a little hot there. I'm sorry. You guys can do your Texans pick. I'm just trying to defend my Jaguars. Anyways.
You're the one that went off on there.
Little hot.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back. I have the Broncos at 5. I think they're the best team that's not going to win a division. This offense is going to be a lot of fun. I can't believe I'm saying that because I hate Denver. I hate Denver as much as any other team out there, just for my own personal biases, and that's fine. But Denver's going to be a 5 seed.
I'm going to take Joe Burrow and
Cincy.
Cincy, yeah.
Wow. They're going to outscore everybody.
For the Bengals have a good team, and I feel like this is Joe Burrow's going to be one of his good years.
Okay. All right. Chloe, what do you got?
I'm going with the New York Jets.
Bull. What?
Out of nowhere.
What?
I just have hope.
Oh, my God. You could have said anyone else. I would have believed you if you said the Browns. No. The Jets? The Jets. What's giving you a vibe about the Jets?
I'm just feeling good vibes from them right now, you know? I'm feeling like it's going to be a strong season.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not expecting, wow, amazing,
that hurt my soul.
Strong enough.
Chloe, you know the Jets, I hate the Jets the most out of any team.
They have a quarterback?
Justin Fields? Question mark. All right. Chloe, you do you.
I'm feeling good vibes. Strong vibes.
Good vibes. Hey, you know what? I bring on Ace is listening, I know. I bring on a guy who goes after vibes. So there you go.
Running on vibes now.
I can't yuck that yum. Number 6 seed. I have as the 6th seed out of the AFC. I have I'll do it. I'll pick the New England Patriots.
All right, now we're delusional now.
Oh, okay. All
right.
Patriots. Defense wins. Running backs win football games. They are going to get back to the old school ways of football. And Drake May hasn't done me wrong just yet.
I feel like there are 6 other teams who would be better than
we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll play the games.
I got the Broncos at number 6.
Okay. You have the Broncos? Same reasons I do?
Pretty much, yeah. The coaching is top notch, so I think they're going to be there.
Chloe, who do you got at 6? I can't wait for this pick.
I have the Steelers.
All right. Okay.
Well, I don't know what to say.
You know, if this happens, I'm listening to you in every sense of the word in terms of Vegas odds, all of it. I want you were.
Hey, I won my March Madness off of vibes.
Okay. All right. Off of vibes. All right. The Pittsburgh Steelers. All right. Crazy stuff. Number 7. I have the Los Angeles Chargers. I have the Chargers, last team in for the AFC. Chargers will be the 7th seed, in my opinion. They'll just barely get in.
I too have the Chargers. I think that they're the team that, it's going to struggle sometimes, but other times it's going to look really good.
Yeah.
It's going to be that up and down team that you're thinking, this could be a playoff team, maybe even a Super Bowl winning team, but the next week they'll be losing to some random ass team.
Chloe, what do you got?
I also have the Chargers.
All right. We can all agree on something. Look at that.
Yeah.
Why do you like the Chargers, Chloe?
They're just looking good. They're looking strong. So, again, I think they'll have a good chance, but then they are also able to turn around and ruin it for themselves. But
all right. I like it, though. I like it. So, all right. We got the AFC filled out. Let's go NFC real quick. Let's see if we can get through this here. Should I go bold for my 1 seed of the NFC?
Okay.
Or should I go recency bias, or should I just go with my head?
It's up to you.
Green Bay Packers are your 1 seed.
Really?
In the NFC.
Wow.
I think
they got Mike Parsons now.
Their dude. I've been a believer in the Packers. I've been a big firm believer in the Packers for a while, and Jordan Love's coming out party has to come this year. If it doesn't, then I'm going to start questioning everything with the Packers and the way they structure their team. But it feels like Green Bay's got to have it here.
Okay. My number 1 is the Eagles.
I get it.
Just because they're the Eagles.
I get it. Chloe, are you in the same boat there?
you should know what my number 1 team is already.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right.
I like her pick.
I know you do. Chloe's a big fan of the Niners, and that's where we're gonna settle in there. All right, number 2 seed, I got the Eagles. That's no surprise. I've been boasting about the Eagles for a while. I think the Eagles are gonna have a little bit of a tough time with their schedule this year, but outside of that, it's a foolproof team in terms of making the playoffs. I'm gonna go Eagles there at 2.
I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Okay.
2 Lions. I think they're still up there. They're still
they're still
tough.
doing things. They're still making it happen.
Maybe not as tough as they used to be, but they're gonna make it.
Yeah. All right. I like it. My 3 seed is gonna be the Buccaneers. I'm a big believer in Baker. Big believer in that whole system. Big believer in the fact that Tampa has one of the easiest divisions to win football games in terms of that. So get them to 10. All they need to do is win 6 in their division, win all those games, and they can cruise to a playoff spot, in my opinion. 3 seed, Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think my 3 seed will also be Tampa, just because I don't think their division is that hard.
We're in the same boat.
So yeah, it's just that.
All right. Chloe, what do you got? 3.
You didn't like my Niners, and you skipped my number 2 seed.
Did I skip it? I'm sorry.
You did.
I'm sorry. You shellacked me so bad with the Niners pick. I couldn't even fathom thinking about where to go next. So yes, Chloe, I apologize. 2 and 3. What do you got?
My number 2 is the Eagles, and my number 3 is the Seahawks.
Honestly, I felt like 2 was given with the Eagles anyway. Seahawks number 3. Why the Seahawks?
I don't know. I was kind of looking at their team for this year, and I mean, if their offense, plays how they did last year, they can be a really strong team.
Okay. Number 4, I got the Rams. You know me. I'm enamored by the Rams. Devontae, everything. Puka, everything with the defense. It's a team that will win football games. Best coach in football, by the way. McVay. Rams at 4.
Number 4 is, for me, is Green Bay.
Ooh.
Got Green Bay there.
Okay.
Tough, and I think Parsons makes it a better team, but still, not beating the Detroit Tigers.
Beating the who?
Not beating the Tigers.
The Tigers?
For the division.
The Tigers?
I mean the Lions.
Yeah,
what am I talking
Were you
about?
playing football?
What is this?
Chloe, what do you got for?
I have the Washington Commanders.
All right. Interesting. You just like Jaden Daniels, that whole crew?
I like Jaden Daniels as a player. I feel like he's very strong as a player, and I like how that team's looking. I feel like over the past few years, we've seen a lot of growth with them.
I'm a buyer's beware on the Commanders. I'll get to them in a little bit. Let's go to number 5. I got my number 5 seed, which is, I'll go Detroit. They can't lose a whole lot in terms of their successful team, but they gotta fix things in terms of their system. But I hope their lines sound like their offensive line is going to be a little bit of an issue. So we'll see what they kind of build off of that. So I'll go Lions, number 5 seed.
I go number 5. I go LA Rams.
LA Rams, yeah.
They got a good team, but not, too good of a team.
Not too good of a team. Chloe, what do you got, number 5?
I agree. I'm also going Rams.
Okay. All right. I'll do it. I'll accept that. At number 6, I have the 49ers. I think the schedule is easy enough for them that they can get there.
I agree with you.
We're right in the same spot, 49ers.
Right same one.
49ers making the cut in terms of that. So I got them there. You got them there, Jorge, at number 6?
Yes.
Chloe, who do you got at number 6?
Falcons.
Sneaky. I thought about the Falcons. It's going to be an interesting team. I think I want to go Falcons there too, but I don't know if I want to really dive into that. Can I go bold?
You can do whatever you want. It's your show.
Panthers. Book it. That defense has to improve in some form or fashion. I think that offense is incredibly capable of being better than they are. They're going to be the out-of-nowhere team. I'm picking the Panthers. I like a lot. I have a lot to like about the Carolina Panthers.
I should say Cowboys on here.
You want to say Cowboys?
No. I'm going to say Commanders.
Hey, Cowboys were one of my teams until they traded Micah. I thought it was going to be a lock-in for them in terms of making the playoffs.
I don't think they have a good enough defense, so I think I'm going to go with the Commanders here.
Commanders. All right. I dig it. Chloe, who's your last team in?
I'm going to go with the Packers.
All right. They had to make it. I was like, where?
They're making my cut.
I was wondering. I was like, ooh, you got to get the Packers in there somehow. All right. So there you go. Officials, playoff predictions. Let's go to the Super Bowl real quick. Let's go reverse order now. Chloe, who's making the Super Bowl for you and winning it all?
My Niners.
Okay.
I got to go with it.
Who are they beating?
They are beating. We're beating the Chiefs.
Beating the Chiefs. I don't know if Jorge's heart can handle another Niners-Chiefs, especially if it's in Santa Clara.
We're going to go Niners-Bills. Niners-Bills. All right?
I like that. I like that.
Because, yeah, Niners-Bills.
That's a good one.
I have the Ravens over the Packers for the Super Bowl title in Santa Clara. Ravens.
Lamar
Jackson gets it done, finally, against the Green Bay Packers. And it'll be a really solid, awesome game in Santa Clara. Super Bowl 60. We deserve it. We deserve it.
All right.
Good job, folks. Great job. Let's get to a break. Stay with us. You're listening to Behind the Bench on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
The wait is over. Toledo's Mexican restaurant, family-owned for over 30 years, is now open in Cedar Rainiz in Northeast Fresno. It's your spot for bold, authentic Mexican flavors and all your favorite sports games. Happy hour runs Monday through Friday, 2 to 5, plus weekends, Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 10 p.m., and Saturday mornings, 8 to 11 for college football. Enjoy $10 appetizers and $7 house margaritas. Toledo's, now with 3 locations in Clovis and Fresno. Order online at Toledo'sMexicanRestaurant.com.
For 80 years, Fresno Pacific University has been shaping the heart and soul of California as the Central Valley's only accredited Christian university. Today, our deep faith roots and pride in our community drive us to provide affordable, career-relevant education that transforms the lives of our students and the communities they serve. Discover your calling through over 100 undergraduate and graduate programs offered on campus or fully online. Fresno Pacific University. Learn more at fpu.edu.
Hey Fresno, Chris Swart out here, operating partner Jack's Car Wash Companies, located on the southwest corner of Cedar and Shepherd. Don't miss out on this winning combo.
That's right, Jack's Car Wash has a brand new Pepsi and Coke soda fountain, plus a new Keurig coffee station featuring your favorite national brands. Plus, Jack's full detailing is backed by popular demand. Schedule yours today by calling 435-7335.
Jack's Car Wash and ESPN Fresno, the double play of a great car wash and a great broadcast. Let's go Giants!
At Citizens Business Bank, we've been taking a personal approach to banking for over 40 years and are consistently recognized as one of the top performing banks in the nation. Hi, I'm Susan Woosner, Senior Vice President and Manager of Citizens Business Bank in Fresno. We believe in the importance of building long-lasting and genuine relationships with our customers. We want to provide you with the solutions you need to grow your business because your success is our success. Citizens Business Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Jim Schaefer with Helena Agri-Enterprises. At Helena, we lead with agronomy, and crop health plays a crucial role in maximizing production. You can visit helenaagri.com to find your local Helena retailer and learn more about Helena's products and solutions. Summer temperatures and droughty conditions are rapidly approaching in the Central Valley, which isn't ideal for farming. These environmental stresses can impact yields significantly, so how do we fight against this? At Helena, we have a product called Megafol. Megafol contains a precision blend of plant extracts that improves crop vitality and helps defend against environmental stressors like heat and drought. So how does it work? Simply put, the plant extracts in Megafol upregulate genes that produce specific proteins in the crop. More of these proteins means the crop can function at a higher level under stress conditions and less energy is spent on recovery. At Helena, we lead with agronomy, and crop health plays a crucial role in maximizing production. You can visit helenaagri.com to find your local Helena retailer and learn more about Helena's products and solutions.
Well, they say it ain't over till it's over. The huge Labor Day clearance at Fashion Furniture and Lou Rodman's has been extended through Sunday. Fashion has a truckload of those sofa love seat combinations and sectionals for just $14.97. And by the way, the showroom has been restocked. And don't forget 0% financing at both stores and 48-hour delivery. The final week of the big Labor Day clearance at Fashion Furniture and Lou Rodman's on El Paso across from River Park.
Hey Bulldog fans, Marcus McMarron here. You know on the field, it's all about trust, performance, and results. That's why you gotta go to Ed Dina's Auto Center. They treat you like family with unbeatable prices and a winning lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Don't just sit on the sidelines. Get in the game. with a ride you can count on. Visit Ed Dina's Auto Center today, where the deals are always a touchdown.
Behind the bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader. Fun segment in the last segment. Like always, putting our opinions to the ground. And let me tell you, some people with some bold takes in that last segment. Bold takes. Almost to the level of trolling, I would say. But that's fine. That's what we do on this show.
I would never.
You would never. Say with the smile of a, you know what, in terms of that. Let's talk about what's coming up later today. First of all, by the way, reminder. I know we don't have the segment today, but I want to get the folks out talking about Grocery Outlet again. We're doing this big contest for Grocery Outlet. If you want to go to your Northwest, Downtown, Southeast, Kerman, or Sanger locations, you can sign up for the Tailgate Ready promotion. We have another game coming up next week for the Fresno State Bulldogs against Southern. Let me tell you, this is going to be a special game. You're going to want to be there, and you want to pay for a ticket or you not want to pay for a ticket? Well, I have a way you don't have to pay for a ticket, and you get $100 to a tailgate. That's if you sign up for a contest over at Grocery Outlet. Those 5 locations I listed, Northwest, Downtown, Southeast, Kerman, Sanger locations. If you go there, you'll see the way to sign up for our Tailgate Ready promotion. We already had one winner. Congrats to our first winner of the week. We'll be drawing another winner next week, and so on and so forth. You're in the entries for the rest of the season if you sign up. So we have you there, ready to go, and a chance to win special prizes for the Fresno State football games. And let me tell you, it'll probably be a lot better of a tailgate experience in a couple Saturdays from now. I'm looking at the weather-wise, and probably the vibes are a little bit better, hopefully, after that Fresno State win this week.
It'll be nice in the 80s.
Yeah. Tailgating easier in the 80s than 100s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll take it in terms of that. A reminder, like I said before, here's what the schedule looks like for the next couple of days. We're going to have my show again tomorrow, but it's going to be 3 to 5. We got the Thursday night home opener, season opener between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. By the way, you see Philadelphia not going to be out in the locker room, or they're going to not be on the field when they raise the banner tomorrow night
for their
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Why?
The players, coach feels like it's a different year. They don't want to be out there.
That makes no sense.
I know. Is it a little try-hardy to say you don't want to watch your championship banner be raised in the stadium?
See, this is what happens when you don't win a lot of, when you're a small team, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about championships-wise, you know.
Yeah.
You don't win a lot of trophies, so you don't know how to.
There's
you
only
know what to
two.
do.
Only 2 banners for Philadelphia that you've won ever, and yet you want to be like this hardcore, like we're not done.
That one's
we don't even value that one. We got the next one to get to. Chloe, is it trying hard, or
Come on.
Am I
It's
making
too
it
serious?
Yeah.
Why are we taking
enjoy the moment, right?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You earned it.
Yeah, this is what irritates me about like Sirianni and his whole vibe. It's just like that is just a little too much in terms of being a football coach. In terms of that, I know coaches out there. You win some things, be successful, enjoy it in that moment. Now I get it. Maybe they gave the rings at the ring party or whatever, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's just doing too much, in my opinion. But anyways, we've reached the end of the hour. Stay with us. Second hour coming up next on 1430 ESPN.
Are you tired of waiting forever for your prescriptions? Grizzly Pharmacy is here to tame your healthcare needs. We fill most prescriptions in 15 minutes or less, always accepting new patients, and enjoy free delivery to your home or workplace in Fresno and Clovis. We accept all major insurance, including Medi-Cal, Blue Cross, and Optum Rx. For our Fresno location, please call 559-424-0423 or visit grizzlypharmacy.com for more information.
At FFB, we know behind every business is a person. That's why we're more than a bank. We're a partner, a farming-focused bank for hard workers, a future-forward bank for big dreamers, and a family-friendly bank for the next generation of owners. From first ideas to major milestones, we're here to help you chase your goals and score big. So what can FFB mean for your business? Find out at ffb.bank. That's ffb.bank. FFB Bank. Let's win together.
Richard's Prime Rib and Seafood, the original. Family run since '69. Slow roasted Angus prime rib, hand cut steaks, freshest seafood. Now open for lunch Wednesday to Friday, dinner Wednesday to Saturday. Lunch, fresh salads, open face New York steak sandwich, the beef eater with Richard's famous prime rib. Dinner, 2 for $79.95. Best deal in town. Drinks, great food, good friends. Richard's Prime Rib and Seafood, the original.
At Pioneer Equipment, your authorized Kubota dealer, our customers tell us they like Kubota better than Blue tractors because of less downtime and easier controls. It's more cost-effective to own and operate, and it just keeps running when the season's on the line. That's why they trust Pioneer Equipment, your authorized Kubota dealer, for both sales and service, especially after harvest. With Fresno and Reedley locations, Pioneer Equipment, your authorized Kubota dealer, is ready for you. Visit PioneerEquipmentCA.com, where orange means go.
Want to work somewhere fun, flexible, and rewarding? Me and Ed's is hiring. We're looking to expand our team with full and part-time positions at over 40 locations. Join our growing company as a delivery driver or value team member today. For more information on job descriptions or to apply, go online at meandeds.com or visit your nearest location. Me and Ed's is hiring. Fill out an application.
Football fans, it's Phil Benotti here with Behind the Bench. Big thing I think about with tailgates is the food, and the best place to get ready for it is visiting Grocery Outlet in Kerman, Sanger, and Fresno Southeast, downtown, and Northwest stores. Stock up and save big on quality meats, snacks, drinks, beer, and wine, and same quality as the big chain stores, but at lower prices. And while you're there, sign up for the Tailgate Ready contest to win a pair of tickets to each Fresno State home game and $100 for your tailgate only at participating Grocery Outlet stores here in the Central Valley.
Okay, you're the efficiency consultant. Lay it on me. How are we going to save my business some money?
Your company's retirement plan.
What now?
Do you have any idea what you're paying your HR staff just to manage your retirement plan? Enrollments, regulations, documenting salary and deferral changes, distributions, and the list goes on. They can spend hours dealing with your provider every time an employee has a question or request.
I don't even want to calculate what I'm spending on that.
I already did. Here's the number.
I think I'm going to be sick. But who else is going to do all that?
401k specialists. Their team will do that all for you and way more cost effectively. And they're powered by Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management, so you'll be getting great investment advice too.
Well, that's a big no-brainer. How do I make this happen?
Just visit ThiessenDuker.com to learn more. Then give 401k specialists a call. And I think I just paid for my invoice, which is right here, by the way. The advisors of Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management are registered representatives with and securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
You're listening to the home of the San Francisco Giants, KFIG Fresno, 1430 ESPN.
I'm Christine Lisi. The Red Sox have put rookie sensation Roman Anthony on the injured list with a left oblique strain. He's likely out the remainder of the regular season. Anthony has played a key role in helping Boston stay in the thick of the hunt of the AL East and AL wildcard races. In the series finale tonight from Fenway Park, Boston trails Cleveland 1-0, top of the first. Pirates leading the Dodgers 1-0 after one. San Diego's move within 2 games of NL West leading LA after a 7-5 win over the Orioles. AL East leading Blue Jays and Reds are scoreless in the top of the second. Toronto tied for the top spot in the AL with the AL Central leading Tigers. They beat the Mets 6-2. New York holding on to the final NL wildcard spot. Diamondbacks blanked the Rangers 2-0, so Texas falls 2 out of the final AL wildcard spot. Jets right guard Elijah Vera-Tucker seeking a second opinion on what the Jets fear are torn right triceps to see if season-ending surgery is necessary. This just days ahead of Sunday's opener against the Steelers. Our Harry Douglas.
I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm saying, okay, where can I line up Cam Hayward? I'm going right there over the right guard, whoever's going to replace him. So now, as a football team, you have to double-team certain players when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, And when you double team and you use multiple guys, that now free up other guys to be one-on-one and make plays on Justin Fields at the quarterback positions.
Cowboys cornerback Trayvon Diggs, left tackle Tyler Guyton have been cleared for tomorrow's NFL season opener against the Eagles. Diggs coming back from knee surgery, Guyton from a broken bone in his knee. Patriots receiver Steph Diggs coming back from a torn ACL says he's ready for Week 1 against the Raiders.
Hey, it's Chris Candy coming up Thursday. Last year I said it would be a disappointment if the Chiefs didn't win the Super Bowl. I'll tell you why I feel the same way this year. It's Unsportsmanlike, weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
He's got the knowledge.
Because once again, I have to come on there and talk about how right I am once again. In anything that it comes to sports.
He's got the questions.
I'm going to lose it. Are you kidding me? What are we doing here?
He's got the guests.
The 20th head coach in Fresno State history here, Matt. Is it hard to believe sometimes still, the 20th head coach here in program history?
It's all moved really quickly here over the course of the last 5-6 weeks, but super excited to be here.
Phil Benotti is the voice for the Central Valley sports leader. Behind the Bench starts now. Brought to you by Helena Agri.
That's right. Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader here on this wonderful Wednesday. One more hour before we say goodbye and send you out to Denver, Colorado. Giants and Rockies coming up. 5:03 right on the dot. Good to have you. 4:03 on the dot here. Good to have you on our airwaves for another hour here. Like we're getting set for, we're in that midweek phase right now. We're just getting all that news gathered, all the things coming out in terms of the NFL week. I'll do a little of that real quick because the Niners releasing their, I believe we have an injury report in terms of that for the Niners here as it's laid out. Yeah, we got some players who are limited in participation. I think the big one, Juwan Jennings is limited, but said they are going to expect him to play in this game on Sunday. I would expect that the Niners need him to play for them to work in terms of their offense on Sunday. But that is a good sign that at least he's in there participating in some form of fashion. But we'll talk about this Niners-Seahawks game momentarily coming up. But I don't know if you saw, it just happened about 20 minutes ago. We had an immaculate inning in Major League Baseball. Former A's pitcher Mason Miller getting it done for the San Diego Padres. But good news for Giants fans, the Padres did lose again today. So lost to Baltimore. So pipe dream's alive, Jorge. Keep the pipe dream going.
This is how we win. This is how we win it all.
Yeah.
We start right here.
Yeah. I'm in a bad headspace right now because my guy, Roman Anthony, is strained his oblique. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks. And I basically said, cancel the season, cancel Thanksgiving, cancel Christmas. It's over. Nobody wants when's football season start. I'm totally in shambles right now. I'm trying to put it all together here right now, but my guy is hurt, and I don't want to think about baseball anymore. It's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. I mean, there's still.
This is a cry for help, Jorge. This is me crying for help, and you're being the worst therapist right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no upside to whatever.
No.
You know, so
okay.
Just enjoy him being down for a little bit.
Enjoy him being out.
Yeah. Who you replace him with? Alex Cora?
This reminds me of that SNL sketch where Keaton Thompson is Big Papi, and he's like, "What?" I screenshotted this. I sent it to my friends today. He says, "Do you suffer from depression? Don't." And that's it.
Don't.
Just don't do it. and that's how I'm dealing with it.
Football season starts tomorrow.
Yeah. Just you gotta flip the switch, bro.
You're right. We have some Cowboys to roast tomorrow. That's right.
Man, if they win, oh my God,
it'll be even better.
Imagine that.
Because then it'll just make Philly fans angry.
Then I'll be sad.
Oh,
you'll be sad
if the Cowboys win.
Philly be
They're
really
harmless.
pissed.
They're harmless.
I'm okay with them winning against Philly.
Okay. I'm sure you'll be okay with the Niners winning against Seattle. Let's talk about this matchup because I don't think we've gone into it in depth in terms of what the Niners and Seahawks matchup stands as far as this game is concerned. Niners and Seahawks in a battle on a Sunday afternoon. I don't know what time that game is at, but or I don't know what channel that game is at. I think it's on.
It's a Fox game, but
it's also on 14:30.
We're gonna have them here.
Right here on 14:30. You want to listen to? I think it's Guy Hammerman, right?
Right. He's taking over duties from
Papa, Greg Papa. Well, Greg Papa rests up and heals from his diagnosis, and we wish Greg Papa well from here in the San Joaquin Valley. All right. So the Niners coming in. ESPN has them winning has a 53% chance of them winning. They are favored by 2.5 on the road. Although I would argue, I think that's a really favorable line to the Niners in terms of that because I don't really see much of a difference between the two teams that are playing on Sunday. Outside of Seattle might have a tough time blocking what the Niners could provide in terms of the pass rush. The Niners could have some creative blitz schemes that could frustrate Darnold in that sense as well, and I'm curious to see what that'll look like. But our take on this game is I wonder who's going to feel like they need it more is like Seattle, who is a team that I feel like is just a slightly step below the Niners in terms of the talent level on the football field. Does it feel like Seattle needs this more than the Niners do because the Niners right now aren't at 100%? We know that. The best version of the Niners is not going to be here until about week 6, right? I think that's our assumption. So who's the pressure on in week 1, I think is a good question to ask. And I wonder, I'll start with Jorge, we'll go to Chloe next. Like who has the most pressure in this game to start off in a good start here?
I think the Niners got to start well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think the Niners need this game more than the Seahawks do?
Yeah, well the Seahawks needs to show that they have something to play for. You know, like their quarterback's going to be good. That they're, you know, it feels like everything's new there. Nothing's been proven yet to actually work. I mean, we've seen those players play, and they play well in other teams. But are they going to do the same in this team? You know, it's a little bit different. There's so many variables too. But evidently, like at the very end, it's going to end up being to whoever's more ready to go in the first game here.
Is there a moment where you're going to be like, here we go again with the Niners in terms of that? I wonder.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why?
Well, no, I'm not talking it's going to happen. I'm saying when you okay. I'll back up. Well, Chloe, who needs this game more? And then we'll go. I'll explore that snap real quick.
I feel like the Niners need it to prove that, you know, as we're looking at it, and like you're saying, we're not going to have our 100% team until week 6.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like from here until then, we need to prove that we still know how to perform as a team and know how to play football.
Yeah.
And put in the work that we need. But I feel like also the Seahawks, there are things that they're lacking in. They have disadvantages in, especially with the quarterback. You know, just seeing how he plays compared to last year. So it's a little bit of pressure on them as well.
I do think Darnold's a little bit better than I think people give him credit for still. Do you want to hear a crazy stat? He has the most passing touchdowns by a player to ever change teams in an offseason in NFL history. That's a pretty insane. You know, Tom Brady famously changed teams from the Patriots to the Buccaneers. And Sam Darnold still had a better clip of that. But I get it. The Vikings are very good. The Vikings have a lot of weapons. But I think you're coming from a spot where Darnold played as poorly as he could have in that playoff game last year. I think that was his worst game I've seen him since basically being a Jet back in the day. Go ahead.
But I feel like that was more of a whole entire Minnesota kind of thing.
You think it was flawed team?
They weren't able to keep him any time.
Yeah.
Look at that rush.
I don't know, man. There were moments I'm like, dude, you're sitting there. You're just sitting there and you're just staring at the lineman in front of you.
That was after he got hit so many times.
Yeah.
I mean, those
So
gotta mess with
adjust.
your mind.
Adjust. You're a quarterback in the NFL. You got to adjust.
I mean, he's seen ghosts before. So
I'm not giving him a pass because he got hit one time in a game and suddenly he's feeling it. You know, you adjust in the game.
I mean,
that's what
he got
good
hit a lot of
quarterbacks do.
times that game.
Yeah.
It felt like that game, that playoff game. It really did feel like that they weren't covering him. Like he had zero time to go out there. I don't know if it was the defensive line that was getting to him, or just the offensive line that wasn't prepared for whatever that was coming to him. I don't know.
I think the one play that was egregious, where he actually just held it on way too long, was the Jared Verse scoop and score. When I think he fumbled the ball, it was like 8 seconds of pocket time.
And that was him trying not to throw something that might become an interception because he had nothing out there to throw it to.
Yeah. So maybe it is just Rams football doing the thing. And Saleh probably knows that and the tendencies of what Darnold had. By the way, Darnold was on the Niners like 2 years ago, right? So the Niners know exactly what Darnold's tendencies are, and Darnold knows maybe what the Niners' tendencies are. There's a lot of familiarity with the two opponents.
The Super Bowl.
The team that went
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, lost to Kansas City.
I don't know that Saleh was still there.
No, Saleh was not there. No, Saleh was a Jets head coach by then. But I'm saying the tendencies of the players that are on there. What does Fred do in terms of scout team defense or scout team offense when Sam Darnold was playing scout team offense? And he was giving looks to Fred Warner and giving looks to Nick Bosa and giving looks to all those guys that are still up there. I think what has to happen in this game for the Niners to do to find success is to slow down what the weapons are in terms of Seattle, in terms of what they have, in terms of Kenneth Walker, in terms of Jackson Smith-Njigba. Hello, Cooper Kupp. He's been a Niner killer for a long time. Like, let's be fair. Cooper Kupp really been a thorn in the side of 49er fans for the last few years. Now he's in a different uniform, and I feel like that's not going to be fun to deal with. I asked that question earlier in the segment. You pushed back. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but is there a moment when the Niners have a tendency to give these games away like they were last year? Where is the moment for you when it's like, here we go again?
I just feel like that was last year.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be like that this year. I really don't. They changed a lot on the defense. Their offensive, coordinators also changed. So, well, they got different weapons. They don't have the same weapons that they used to, so they got to change that too. So we'll see. We'll see if that continues to happen. Then that might tell you where the problem is.
Is there a point in the games last year, Clay, where you were like watching the Niners, like especially during the losses? Do you feel like you pinpoint a moment, or like, man, they can't be doing this for me to feel like they're going to win this football game? Like,
I feel like I noticed it honestly, like towards the end of the third quarter, like if they really just weren't, because I feel like they're a team where if you're down in the first half, like you can get back up in the second half.
Usually, but last year wasn't.
But it was like towards the end of the third quarter when you just saw it just keep going down. You would see a complete
the Kansas City game last
energy
year,
change like within the team.
the Buffalo game last year.
Yeah, but
even the games that they won against Tampa Bay, that was a tough one that they had in the bag already, and all of a sudden Tampa Bay starts coming back. So I feel like they're a different team this year than what they were last year. So I think that's something that they had.
What's your biggest difference? Like what is the biggest difference for you?
I think defense, the mentality of the defense.
So you're just chalking it up to the defense was just not mentally
I think
there.
Leadership in the defense, especially at coaching, was different.
Okay.
They didn't have what I mean, and we saw with Saleh before. That's why I'm so adamant at it that there's going to be a change there.
It's a trust in Saleh. Saleh's going to be back to being his Saleh self.
And if it's not, if it continues to be the same, then it might be hired up. It might be Kyle, the one that's maybe not trusting other people, or I don't know. It depends.
I find this game so fascinating for many, many reasons. The other reason is, what is Christian McCaffrey going to look like in this game? I mean, he hasn't played meaningful football in over 2 years, like since the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and he's got to be right for this Niner team to go. I'm declaring it right now. If he is not playing for the Niners at least 6 or 7 games, or 8 games or whatever, he's out with these little ticky-tack injuries again, I'm not counting the Niners in the playoffs here. He is what makes things go for this.
I feel like you're shortchanging them a little bit with some of their.
I'm shortchanging McCaffrey.
No, the entire running game of the Niners.
But I'm not saying that the running game's fine. He's not what makes the running game go. McCaffrey makes everything happen. He takes away from everything else in terms of where the teams attack in terms of their defensive side. He is the best decoy you can have in terms of football offenses as well. It's not that just because you had Garendo doing his thing, and he had a great couple of games, but Garendo's not being put into the game plan of opposing defenses because of what his threat level is, unless Garendo can show that he can catch a ball and be an all-purpose kind of guy for 200 yards a game like McCaffrey was. He's not, and McCaffrey needs to be that guy again.
I understand that part. I understand that part that where McCaffrey is a game changer, and that's why he's playing at the level that he is. But I also understand that the gameplay that Kyle has been proven with other running backs, and they've done well. I mean, they're not at the level of McCaffrey. Yes, they're not.
Last year didn't, though.
Who?
Last year didn't.
Last year they had problems everywhere. They had a bunch of people injured and stuff. Yeah. It didn't work out because they were in their third or running back.
So best case scenario for the Niners is nobody gets hurt.
I mean, this is football.
Yeah.
What I'm expecting.
Exactly.
I understand that there's chances of getting hurt,
mm-hmm.
but I feel like if there's in football, there's always like if you get hurt, there's someone backing you up.
Yeah.
The next man up mentality.
And it felt like the Niners had guys like that for years. This year, I'm like I don't know, like I'm just not. I'm not vibing with it as much as I've vibed with it in the last few years, right? But then again, football's all about the margin.
And I get you that.
Yeah.
I understand that because other teams have, prepared better than the Niners and have more weapons than the Niners. And I see that because they got, the salary cap destroyed their good players. They got taken away from them. They're the ones that are paying most cap for players that are no longer in their team, or the second most, I think.
But you get where I'm coming from on like Brian Robinson. That's a move they had to make, and I do like having that as a second option in terms of for the 49ers, and maybe that makes me feel a little bit better. But then again,
I understand that the level of the Niners go down without McCaffrey. I understand that, but to just straight out kick them out of the playoffs, I don't know about that.
Do you know how many wide receivers are going to be dressing Saturday, by the way? Do you want to take a guess on how many active wide receivers they're going to have on the roster?
Like 5?
It's 5. That's not a lot. Or, hey, you can't go five wide shotgun formation, right, with this team? I don't think they're going to, but...
I feel like they still got some people in reserve.
Here's what you got. I'm looking at their depth chart right now. Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who has been on and off this roster all preseason, Sky Moore, who they just traded for, and then Jordan Watkins, who's even got a questionable designation right now. You're out. Demarcus Robinson, Brandon Ayuk, Jacob Cowing, Trent Taylor. None of those guys are going to be playing.
I feel like they should have kept Tyreek Owens.
You wanted Tyreek Owens.
Oh, man. Yeah, speed, man.
Yeah. Chloe, does that depth concern you? I named it 5 guys, 5 wide receivers. One guy cannot get hurt, or you are limited in what you can do in terms of formation.
I mean, yeah, that's a good reason for concern, and I totally understand what you're saying about McCaffrey and everything, but I have to say, like, you can't just throw them out of the playoffs. You can't just throw one injury out of the game right now. It's that next man up mentality that we need for this game, and that I feel like they're proving slowly. I know we had a lot stronger proof of that a couple years ago, and then we kind of died down, but I still feel like we're proving that. We're still showing that people can step up when they're needed.
I'll give credit here. In terms
you also forget we got Kittle, man.
I get that. So. I get that. And you got Juszczyk. And Juszczyk's a weapon too. That's fine. You got Juszczyk back. It's it's a house of cards, and maybe it stays up for a while, and maybe it does, but it is a house of cards.
You got no faith. You said for a while.
It could.
You got no faith.
It's football.
Yeah.
You said it's football. You told me injuries happen.
It does.
Injury happens to this team, especially on offense. I get concerned
all the time.
Injuries happen on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not as concerned. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like that's where I'm at.
Didn't they didn't go to a Super Bowl because they got injured like 2 years ago?
Yeah, they were bad. They played bad football down the stretch. They almost fired their coach who ended up winning a Super Bowl the next year. But like if I look at a formidable roster and I'm looking like if I go to Philadelphia right now, right? Let me look at it.
I just feel like you're discounting them way too easy.
I'm not trying to discount them. I'm just trying to give the realistic idea of what's going on in this game. And I think it's going to be close. Do I think they're going to win?
No, I feel like it's going to be a close game too. The Seahawks have weapons.
I'll apologize for this. I focused too much on the long term in this conversation for the Niners. We wanted to focus on the short term of this game.
One game at a time, bro. One game at a time.
And let's be frank, I think the Niners, they're playing with their hand tied behind their back in this game coming up, but their hand tied behind their back is maybe just as good as what the Seahawks have with both their hands free. So we'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Seahawks win this game. I don't think the Niner fans should come in expecting a win.
No,
will they win? They could.
No surprises here, but
yeah.
I feel like it's the beginning of the season, and one loss at the beginning of the season is not going to destroy your season right away.
Boy, how good would a win feel, though?
I mean, yeah, of course, everybody wants a win, of course.
Then you go beat the Saints up next week.
As we should.
Be nice.
As we should. As is tradition.
Yeah, as is tradition. This will be the 2025 tradition of everyone beats up on the Saints this year. Can't wait for that. All right, let's take a break, Jorge. When we come back, we're going to talk some Fresno State, especially with this game coming up in Oregon State. We're going to draft some players, some impact players next on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
Fall has arrived at Patrick James, where style meets tradition. Come in and see the latest items from the brands you love. Peter Millar, Robert Graham, Faraday, and True Grit, just to name a few. Stop by and experience our brand new shop-in-shops featuring Johnny O and the very first Martin Dingman shop west of the Rockies. Discover finely crafted apparel, exceptional service, and a locally owned store that's been serving the Valley for generations. Patrick James, where looking your best begins this fall.
Hey, it's Phil Benotti from Behind the Bench for my friends at Valley Athletics, the new go-to sports facility in the Central Valley. Founded by Valley legend Vance Wahlberg and former Bulldog volleyball coach Jonathan Winder. Valley Athletics allows athletes to really shine at volleyball, basketball, and pickleball. Visit valleyathletics.co right now to learn more about enrolling in our current volleyball and basketball offerings that include league play. That's valleyathletics.co. Proud sponsors of high school athletics.
Hey everybody, Paul Metters here, host of the Central Valley Sports Report. I want to give a big shout out to Clovis Stone, Masonry, and Landscape Supply, proud supporters of all high school athletics, especially our Clovis schools. For over 50 years, they've been the Valley's go-to for natural and artificial stone, brick, block, bark, hummus, you name it, they've got it, with fast delivery available. Find them on Sunnyside, just south of Herndon and Clovis, or online at clovisstone.net. Fall improvement starts here at Clovis Stone.
Summer is here, and the hottest deals are at Valley Pure. For premium indoor house flower to tasty edibles, smooth vapes, must-have concentrates, and refreshing cannabis drinks, we've got everything you love at prices that keep you coming back for more. Stock up for your summer fun with unbeatable discounts across all Valley Pure locations. Whether you're looking to relax, celebrate, or spark up some good vibes in the sun, Valley Pure has the deals to keep the season rolling with easy online ordering and curbside pickup right from the app. Craving big flavor? Head to Me and Ed's Victory Grill in Fresno. Bite into the legendary Victory Burger. Dig into the fall-off-the-bone ribs. Or share the ultimate Victory Platter with friends. From those legendary Me and Ed's pizzas to fresh salads, cold drinks, and a warm hometown vibe. Every bite and sip is a win. Watch the game, catch up with friends, or bring the family. Me and Ed's Victory Grill in Granite Park, Fresno. Don't miss ESPN's Major Wager Monday Night Football every week. Come hungry, leave a champion. Victory tastes better here.
There's never been a better time to go solar than right now. Donald P. Dick is helping families lock in energy savings before December 31st, 2025. In fact, new systems need to be permitted, installed, and operational by December 31st, so the time to call Mr. Cool is today. The team at Donald P. Dick are experts in smart solar solutions tailored to your individual home. Donald P. Dick can help you lower your PG&E bills. Call 255-1644.
Are you a business owner struggling to understand how cloud technology can help your business? Are you in need of computer and technology support for your employees? M-Cubed Technologies is your solution for fully managed IT services. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. M-Cubed will be your partner in the digital world, allowing your business to carry on worry-free. We specialize in cloud hosting, Microsoft 365 management, general IT support, and VoIP phone services. Call M-Cubed Technologies today to discuss our partnerships.
Your Fresno State Bulldogs are fighting for that Mountain West Championship. There's nothing better than rooting for your Bulldogs as they battle it out on the gridiron, representing your city of Fresno. Bring the whole family and get loud cheering on your Bulldogs at Valley Children's Stadium all season long. Be sure to check out GoBulldogs.com today for information on special events and to grab your tickets for upcoming home games. Go Dogs!
1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader. You're in our 4 o'clock hour, in the middle of our segment here. I just ate a Rice Krispie treat, so I apologize, but man, those are good. You guys love a good Rice Krispie treat?
Yeah, we had the chocolate ones the other day.
Oh man,
that was interesting.
I also had a strawberry one just earlier this morning.
I like the cookies and cream one.
There's a cookies and cream one?
There was.
Yeah. Oh
when
my
I was in
goodness.
high school. I like my homemade Rice Krispie treats.
Are you bringing some in?
Sure.
All right. There we go. Please? I'm going to say please because that's a nice thing to do. Let's do a little of this day in sports history. September 3rd, big day to be Pedro Martinez, by the way. Love me some Pedro Martinez. Pedro Martinez became the 15th pitcher. In 2007, he became the 15th pitcher to strike out 3,000 batters in his career when he struck out fellow pitcher Aaron Harang to reach the milestone. And then 2 years later, Pedro became the 10th player in MLB history to win 100 games in both leagues when he recorded his 100th win in the National League in a 2-1 Phillies win over the San Francisco Giants back in 2009. Now, I need to know who the other 9 are. I wonder if I can figure that out. To win at least 100 games in both leagues. But maybe we can figure that out by the end of the show.
A little bit of baseball news.
Yeah.
Matt Chapman got suspended one game.
Chappie?
For yesterday.
He just shoved him.
Others got fined.
Of course they did. He just shoved him, man. He just shoved him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he out this game? Is that what's going on there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Defend your teammates. I like it. Be a good teammate. Don't be a bad teammate like Framber Valdez. So, you know what I'm talking about, right? The Astros pitcher?
Yeah, that's who hit his catcher.
Threw his catcher right in the square of his...
Apparently, he's the one that threw the ball that went into a home run.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The guy, nutcase. Okay. Let's do our little player draft. We're going to go into talking about Fresno State football next, which they have a big game on Saturday. By the way, so early in the day, 12:30. I'm trying to figure out how to watch this game. I have some friends. Unfortunately, some friends are away or are currently down with the vid. So I'm trying to figure out a way to watch some football with some people. So maybe I'll go to the old parents' house. Maybe we watch it that old school way. I just invited myself over. All right, let's talk about the game coming up, though. Oregon State, big one. We're going to go around. We're going to draft some players. I'm going to be nice. And Chloe, you're going to be the first pick here today because I know you're so afraid of people taking your players. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to go you, then Jorge, then me. then me, then Jorge, then you, and we're going to snake around like a fantasy football draft, per se. Just pick a name, say why they're going to be impactful in this Saturday's game against Oregon State, and we'll keep rolling it along. It's going to be a fast, quick segment here. And Chloe, who is your number one big-time player for the Bulldogs coming up Saturday against Oregon State?
I'm going to go Finn Claypool.
Finn! All right, I like it. What do you like about Finn?
He's shown a lot of sacks for us.
Okay.
And is a really strong player on our defensive line.
I like it. Finn's got a breakout game coming. I almost intended to talk about him in my Barkboard write-up. But anyways, Jorge, who do you got as your number one?
I'm going Bryson Donaldson.
Okay. Why? I know why.
Bryson Donaldson.
Because he's Bryson.
No, he's got explosive. He's got an explosive breakout, and I think his vision is really good too.
Got a lot better, a lot stronger towards the start of that game, right?
Definitely.
So I think that's a good call. Good call. I'm gonna go E.J. Warner. I'll do it. I'll take E.J. Warner at the quarterback. I've been hesitant to just take the quarterback right at the top, but I think we finally get his first touchdown pass of the year this game. I think there's going to be some interest in terms of what he is able to do. I call this. I think his first touchdown is going to be him running into the end zone. I think he's going to run into the end zone and score a touchdown there. He'll find another touchdown pass. I think a 2-touchdown day, hopefully no turnover day. E.J. Warner going to get back on track and make things happen. My next pick is the guy who leads tackles in all of NCAA football right now, although the stat's a little misleading because he played a week 0. I'm going to go Jaden Pearson. Jaden Pearson as the linebacker there for the Bulldogs. Been absolutely phenomenal. I stood next to this guy, by the way, during the on-field warm-ups. He is a large human. And I am also a large human, but he is a large human as well. Jaden Pearson's been an awesome addition to this Bulldog squad, and I can't wait to see what he can be capable of moving forward. I'd like to see if we can get like a little turnover, a little fumble turnover. We haven't had one of those just quite yet from the defensive side, so maybe we get a little strip of the ball from one of our linebackers there. Love to see Jaden Pearson in action on Saturday. Jorge, you're up next.
I will go with Corey Foreman.
Corey. What do you like about Corey?
You know, he's got that mentality. You know that every down mentality that you got to work hard for. So I think that I like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you got 2 picks, Chloe. Are you giving me a look like I picked one?
Yeah, you guys picked like 3 of mine.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go Rayshawn Luke.
Yes, Speedy Luke.
3 touchdowns for us already.
Yup.
Looking good. We like him.
We like him for sure. You see a lot of his touchdown runs. He was able to really skirt some of the defenders there. Able to keep his feet moving, especially when tacklers are attacking him at the front line there. And as soon as he gets past that, he's gone. He's gone. If nobody's in front of him, he's gone. And I love that about Rayshawn Luke. What do you got next?
I'm going to go Simon Harris.
Simeon Harris.
Yep.
Yeah. What about him?
Looking at his stats, he has 6 tackles for us, and he seems like a really good team leader. He really seems like he's helping pull this team together right now, which we need coming out of week 0 and going into this Oregon State game.
Yeah, Simeon is going to face a lot of pressure in terms of the way we're going to see this quarterback throw. His ability to also be kind of one of those tools where he can come up to the line and be a guy who can tackle for loss in terms of that. Simeon's a good pick as well. Jorge, what about you?
I am going with Josiah Freeman.
All right, Josiah Freeman.
Tall guy, can catch a ball, pretty good hands, has some good speed. I think, he's definitely a guy that we need.
All right. I'm going to go Kavion Thunderbird here, who had a breakout game last week. He almost had a pick, and I would say he's kicking himself he didn't get that interception that was thrown right to his face in that second half of that game against Georgia Southern. But Kavion Thunderbird, let's talk about it here. When they're facing this quarterback who's going to be on the move, he's going to be a big-time strong guy. Kavion Thunderbird can be a guy that can do that. neutralize that option if he tries to step up in the pocket and scramble a little bit. So I like his ability to fill some gaps. I think we were clearly able to adjust. We can find a way to adjust against that Kansas game plan going into this Oregon State game plan. And I'm curious to see what Thunderbird can provide in terms of that. My next guy is I'm going to pick Brandon Ramirez, the running back, the third running back. He has a big breakout play every game, and he's a nice speed of change in terms of the other two guys. And the dude fights for yardage. He fought for that touchdown. I like what he can provide in the pass and run game as a running back. Him being the third guy feels like it's cemented a little bit for me for this Bulldog squad, especially when other guys need rest. I think Brandon Ramirez has answered the call every time he's been able to step on the field for the Bulldogs. So I got him.
He reminds me of like one of those old school fullbacks.
Oh yeah,
like just down like
just
a
go.
bus.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with Alcyon Hamilton.
Azillion Hamilton.
Alcyon Hamilton.
Yeah.
One of the guys, leaders, definitely. Defensive, guy that knows very well his space and where he's at in the field. Spatial awareness. So I think, I'm gonna go with him.
That's a good call. Good call. Chloe, you got two of your final picks here. What do you got?
You guys took. Oh my.
Oh no.
I'm gonna butcher this name. Jacob Spoomer.
Spomer. Center. Yeah.
Yeah. Just seems like a key player for us. At least what I picked up on.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I found this out, by the way, the other day. He's from my neck of the woods. He's from Brentwood, California. Although he's a Liberty Lion, so I can forgive him instead of being a Heritage Patriot. Regardless, Spomer, here's a key thing about Spomer. He's the guy who leads this offensive line. They just lost Campbell McCarg to injury for the whole year. He's the starting right guard. That's a guy that stands right next to Spomer in terms of pass defense. So whoever's going to be coming in, stepping in, maybe it's going to be Polendo. Julian Polendo is the next guy who's going to be starting on that line. Spomer's going to be so key in making sure he's set up right, getting those sets right, getting those block sets right. Crucial to get the experience you need on that line in order for this group to be successful in the run and pass game. So great pick, Chloe, in terms of the Jacob Spomer pick. What do you got next?
I'm going to go Braden Walton.
Right on the line again, that left tackle, yeah.
Yeah, just same thing. Key player.
Big-time presence. He's a freshman, right?
Hey, don't diss on us freshmen.
Don't diss on us freshmen. He's 6'7", 325.
That's a big dude.
Out of Clovis High. Or not Clovis High, excuse me, Buchanan High. He's out of Buchanan High. I saw Clovis. I read Clovis on the sheet. He's from Clovis, but he's a Buchanan High Bear. Nobody come at me.
Hey, I almost went with the CVC.
CVC?
The kid from CVC.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we already had Donaldson go, but you're right. Anyways, Jorge, one more pick for you.
Dylan Lynch.
Dylan Lynch.
Kicker. I know we had our up and downs with him, but I feel like he's growing a little bit, and I think he's looking a little better this year.
Yeah.
I saw the first game wasn't his best, but last week he was better, definitely.
Okay, all right. I'm going to cap off. I need to have something fun here. I'm going to cap off one more pick here. I'm going to go Jordan Malaulu. The returner on the punt side of things also had a good catch in the game last week. He certainly can remain being a factor in terms of all phases of the football field. He was able to flip the football field for the Bulldogs, able to make things happen. I really like his ability. He's only a redshirt freshman, and he is a guy who can make a real big impact on this team. He certainly did it already with his kickoff return that set it. Punt return that put him in for a touchdown, the first touchdown of that game against Georgia Southern. So Jordan Malaulu, and not just the name. I really like him as a player.
Yeah, I felt like maybe I could pick Michael Jordan there just for the name.
Michael Jordan, yeah.
No, but this roster has really, really good players, and I think really good talent. And
well, I like that we're getting used to we now kind of know what they are in terms of the players, right? Are you feeling like, okay, I'm understanding who these guys are and what they do, as opposed to hearing all these names in the offseason and going kind of like, I don't know what they're presenting.
Yeah, because I mean, we would always hear about like this running back or this other tight end, and now we could put the name to a face and realize, okay, so he's the one that did that play.
Yeah,
something like that.
My honorable mention, I got Richie Anderson, tight end, for me as well. I'm waiting for these tight ends to break out as far as a pass catching ability to do it. Who do they have? I think I saw Tarwater out there for the catch last week.
Man, if we're able to get one tight end to do some good stuff out there, oh man, we'll be unstoppable.
40 plus points this Saturday. I can't get too confident. I got to respect Oregon State and what they're doing, man.
It's going to be a tough game.
Oregon State's given us such tough, like that last game. I'm still scarred by it. One here at Fresno State.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those teams that it's similar to you. You go around and quite frankly, even when they were in Pac-12, you would play. You would
excuse you.
Steal recruits from them and go fight for recruits. So yeah, they're definitely teams that are similar.
All right. Cool. Well, great job, guys. Great job on the little player draft. We're gonna make predictions on Friday, I think. Official score predictions and all that fun stuff on Friday's show. So stay with us there as we roll along. Before we go to break, I got to tell you about one thing, folks, and that is that it's week 1 tomorrow. Tomorrow, the NFL season gets started, and what better way to get involved than to play free and stack $1 million cash bag with DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL. Here's how you do it. All you got to do, download the Pick 6 app. DraftKings' easiest way to play fantasy. You enter for free. That's right, free, when you pick more or less on 6-player stats for week 1. There's all kinds of games you can get involved in, including tomorrow night's game. Offense galore between the Eagles and Cowboys. Share your link with friends to add more cash to the bag and get a bonus shot to win. If you hit all 6 picks, and you'll be splitting that bag that's already $1 million and more. Did I mention it's free? Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use code KFIG. Opt in for free and start stacking entries for NFL Week 1. Zero cost, huge upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus age, and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. Must claim token for free entry in Bag Builder contest. Only perfect entries earn shared cash prizes. Tokens are single use and expire September 8th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
It was 106 degrees. The Johnsons were sweating, and their AC, dead silent. But 2 doors down, the Millers, cool and comfortable. Why? They called Lee's Air for a $99 AC maintenance before summer started. We catch problems before they catch you. Don't sweat the heat. Beat it. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. Fast, friendly, guaranteed. Call now or schedule at leesair.com.
Here at RAC, also known as Fresno RAC, our job is to put space to work for you. Hospitals, school districts, cities, counties, gas and electric companies, distribution companies, casinos, ag, cold storages, and small and large warehouses all over the United States reach out to Fresno RAC to help them create space. Fresno RAC has it all. One roof with sales, design, engineering, permitting, and installation departments. Need small parts shelving units? Or maybe just a small amount of warehouse pallet racking? Bring your truck to Fresno RAC because it's all in stock. And right now, Fresno RAC has a large amount of used racking and shelving in stock. Whether you're looking for new or used, Fresno RAC has you covered. Need help designing or figuring out your layout? We are just one of a few that have in-house sales, design, permit, and installation department. So Fresno RAC can help. Call, click, or visit Fresno RAC's famous showroom today. Go Dogs!
The
wait is over. Toledo's Mexican restaurant, family-owned for over 30 years, is now open in Cedar Rainiz in Northeast Fresno. It's your spot for bold, authentic Mexican flavors and all your favorite sports games. Happy hour runs Monday through Friday, 2 to 5, plus weekends, Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 10 p.m., and Saturday mornings, 8 to 11 for college football. Enjoy $10 appetizers and $7 house margaritas. Toledo's, now with 3 locations in Clovis and Fresno. Order online at Toledo'sMexicanRestaurant.com.
Jose, how much longer till this dough's ready?
No one can bake gluten-free vegan goodies better than Surrey.
Wait, both Jim and Marion's last days are the same day?
But he needs to whip up a new shift lead without interviews burning his time.
Gotta get interviewing before my calendar is cooked. Oh, can you stop?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard, so you can stay organized and connected all the way to the hire. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Need cash? If you've got a car, we've got the cash. Clausen Honda wants to buy your car. If it's running, we want your late model Toyota, Hyundai, Kia, Subaru, Acura, or Honda. Just call Clausen and ask for our VUP to schedule your appraisal appointment. In just 10 minutes, you'll get your cash value quote. Yes, we are eliminating the hassle of getting rid of your used old car. So if you're ready to sell, we are ready to buy. Call Clausen Honda of Fresno today. If you've got a car, we've got the cash. Get cash for your car. Clausen Honda.
Prices on steel and materials are up everywhere, but you can still get unbeatable value for your residential, commercial, industrial, or ag projects at Pacific Steel Supply in Fresno. They'll match or beat any competitor's price by at least 10% on top quality steel, metal roofing, and components. Ready when you are. Massive inventory? Yes. Same-day delivery? Yes. 24/7 service? Yes. Get your free quote today. Call or swing by Pacific Steel Supply, Ashland and Parkway in Fresno off Highway 99, or visit PacificSteelSupply.com.
School's back in session, and Lynn's Restaurant Group has something special for the family. Now until October 31st, kids eat free Monday through Friday at 8+ locations like J-Pot, Ramen Hayashi, and Hino Oishi. Whether you're craving sushi, ramen, hot pot, or your favorite Asian comfort food, the little ones eat on us. It's Lynn's Restaurant Group's way of saying thank you to their guests and making the start of the school year a little easier and a lot more delicious. Stop by a location near you or visit lynsrestaurantgroup.com.
ESPN Fresno. You know whose walk-up song this is? Brent Rookers of the Athletics. I know this because I was at the stadium last week.
Interesting. That's an interesting walk-up song, too.
I was thinking that, too. I was like, it's an interesting choice, but it kind of worked.
Yeah, slow pace, but then it gets going higher.
Yeah, exactly. So, you ever have a thought of, like, what your walk-up song would be?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah?
I mean...
all the time?
All the time.
Rent-free in your head? All right, you're like, oh, man. Walk into your house and then suddenly a song plays? Like
I just straight out, I walk into, like, places and it just, my theme music plays.
What's your theme music? What do you got?
I don't know. It feels like it would be, like, the White Stripes, you know, like Seven Nation Army or something like that.
Okay. Wow. All right. Chloe, you got a walk-up song? Did you ever have a walk-up song? Or?
We never had a walk-up song. We actually had beam songs in gymnastics, but I think I made this joke to my friends last week that my walk-up song would be Bringing Sexy Back.
Oh.
Just to be ironic.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, I think I really enjoy the song Fire. Can't remember who it's by, but...
The Jimi Hendrix one, or...?
I have no idea. But it was my lifting song.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to lift that song. Or Sevens by Brandon Lake.
Okay. I have no clue what my walk-up song would be. Because the problem is I don't listen to music for the lyrics. I really don't. I have a weird brain where I can't I can't comprehend the lyrics, and I can if I really try. But like for me, I don't listen to music for the lyrics.
I only listen to music for the
I
lyrics.
feel like you've just been a band guys for a long time.
I'm a music nerd. I like the musicality of music, and so to me, I'm like I'd rather hear the harmonies and I like to hear the instrumentation.
You hear the highs and the lows,
but then all of a sudden
the middles.
the words are just. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm horrible at karaoke.
No, I love karaoke.
Do I do like High Hopes by Fall Out Boy? Is that what it is?
Is that what it? Is that your go-to one?
Or
that could be, yeah.
The sugar going down.
Down swinging.
Down swinging.
Yeah.
That might be my walk-up song.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be a good one.
Some Fall Out Boy, huh?
Some Fall Out Boy. Yeah, I think Fall Out Boy would be a good walk-up. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe I wish we had Wish we could do a poll where people could like open the question, like what would be your walk-up song? But I wonder if we can do. Maybe we do something on Instagram.
Maybe we could do a poll and put all of our walk-up songs, and people get to vote on which one.
No, my ego's too small for that. I mean, my soft for that. It's too.
We could do an Instagram one though.
We'll get hurt too easily.
I was listening to. I had a friend who just demoralized me in a musical opinion. This was 10 years ago. Because I was listening to, I'm from the Bay Area. There's some like alt rock kind of stuff, like some alt pop kind of stuff going on. And one time I was driving around town, and I was driving him around, and I was playing that music, and he said, "Phil, this music sounds like something a girl would lose her virginity to." In a movie scene, and I never thought of it the same way again, and I'd never want to put on music for anybody else ever in my car, and I'm fragile, and it's fine, and that's how I feel.
Nah, see, the thing about me, I'm older, so I got a lot of guilty pleasures.
That's fine.
I got a lot of like
the oldies.
I would have.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure to get a nice playlist when you're on a road trip.
Yeah, no, I can't do that because then I'll put a bunch of stuff that I like, and everybody
exactly.
Be like, what is this?
Exactly.
No.
But then again, I have friends who, I'm telling you, throughout my whole entire life in college, every time I got in their car, it was the same first song that played.
Oh, no.
And it was the same cycle of songs every single time.
That's why I like Spotify Jam.
Yeah.
Because anyone can join it, and then anyone can put on music.
Chloe.
But by default.
Chloe. Spotify Jam was not a thing when I was in college.
But now it is.
I had a CD that.
Jorge, it was called a mixtape.
Mixtape, yeah. I had a mixtape too. One of my very first car, I had a mixtape.
When you had to go to Napster and download the tunes,
LimeWire, which destroyed my computer later on.
Chloe, I don't know how your generation could survive with what we were doing. We're trying to pull it up.
Yeah.
And then again, I'm saying all this, and I can't even imagine how you're like you got what the radio gave you back in the 70s and 60s.
I love the radio.
You get what you get, and you either call in for your request, and maybe you get your request in, and that's about it.
I remember being a kid in the 90s and having no internet, so the radio. You would call the radio, and you would wait, and you had like this recorder.
Yeah.
So whenever they play the song, you would record the song.
Or hey, can you imagine? I'm trying to think of this like in the same way of on-demand radio in terms of like the music. Do you imagine if people were calling in our station like, I don't want to hear the Niners game anymore. I want to hear the Rams game, or I want to hear the Lions game now. And you got enough requests and say, all right, this is for Charles out in Kerman. Here's the Lions game. Here's the second quarter. Can you imagine?
I don't think that's no.
It'd be a logistical nightmare.
Just to put one game is crazy enough for us, commercials and everything on.
The people don't even know. People don't even know the work that goes into bringing you the stuff that you need for your games. Speaking of games coming up, this one's not a request. You're forced to listen to it. Giants and Rockies coming up next. Chapman suspended for a game, you said. Did you say that on air or off air?
Yeah, on air.
You said that on air. Matt Chapman
and others got fined.
Yeah.
He's the only one that got suspended.
I think it's worth it. I think it's certainly worth it. And Giants got to get a win tonight. I think if you're going to look at the formula of where we want to go in terms of possible playoff possibilities, tonight's a must. You got to sweep the Rockies. You got to beat the Rockies as many times as you can. Take advantage of the schedule in front of you. You lose this game, you don't gain ground on the Mets. You fall back to 5 games behind the Mets. Stay pace. Keep in pace. Get the 4 games out with 21 to play. Think that's not crazy talk. That's certainly not crazy talk. So Giants got to get it done tonight. Hopefully they do. Robbie Ray on the mound. They should. They definitely should.
Should be a good one.
Should be a good one. All right. Good show, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock at Fashion Furniture.
Perfect. Thank you.
Get your business noticed and stand out from the crowd by visiting Mega Prints, working with the Valley's